on, everyone, and welcome to Movie and Point's movie review of Archive, the newest and first film from director George Rothery. Before we begin, please hit that subscribe button to join Movie and Point, hit that notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next, and comment below on any video you watch, including this one. So, Archive is a movie that I guarantee you nobody's ever heard of. It's a movie that was released digitally on July 10th. It's a movie I saw the trailer for, and I was actually quite interested. Because I like the idea of a singularity. I like the idea of artificial intelligence. Some of my favorite movies deal with artificial intelligence, stuff like Ex Machina. It's just interesting to see what the human condition and what the human mind can really create, can really develop. But it's almost scary to think about because when you get to the singularity, that means AI, artificial intelligence, has gone past human intelligence, has become smarter, it's gone quicker, supercomputers have gone faster, and so on and so forth. So it's a very scary thing to think about. And in this movie, we have George, who is played by Theo James, who unfortunately lost his wife, who's played by Stacy Martin, and we see him building artificial intelligence. He's very similar to a character or an MIT Boston Dynamics student, and the fact that these robots look very similar to those robots we see on YouTube and stuff like that. J2 is very close to those walking around robots that we see MIT creating. It's actually quite impressive. And so these robots have artificial intelligence, they have semblance of being, they have semblance of logic and thinking, and it's interesting to see that this Theo James character is trying to use his dead wife undercover of this company called ARM, who's played by this character who's played by Rhona Mitra, and to see he's kind of using his dead wife to kind of implant her mind into these characters is really fascinating because J1 is the simple 6 to 5 year old robot, the very clunky, not very good prototype. It's very similar to like Iron Man, where you saw the very simple silver armor that he used in the first movie. And then we get the J2, which is the much more advanced 15 to 16 year old robot. And in the process, that character becomes the most emotionally impactful character in the entire movie because the character of J2, who's a robot and AI animatronic, can really feel, has true human emotion, but it's so kind of simplified that the depression and the angst that it feels, that a 15 to 16 year old feels, is really heartbreaking, is really harrowing, is really sad because you get a sense that this character really has human emotions. And I think it's a very well done, well crafted character that Rothery created, even though it's an AI artificial intelligence. When it has that depression moments, when it has, trying to do better for her, creator or her friend or family or whatever you want to call it, to see that character get pushed to the side for a much more advanced robot model really kind of makes you feel for it. The eventual conclusion to the character is just something just completely devastating because this character, this robot, even though it's artificial intelligence, you just really start to feel for it. And it's impressive when somebody can convey that much emotion in something that's made out of metal and plastic and parts. It's just pretty impressive. And then we get to the J3 model, which is very similar to the Alicia Vikander Ava character in, of course, Ex Machina. And she can move around real easily, and she has like real movable parts, and she has a real movable brain, and like the ideas in AI, it's very complex. You can tell that George has finally kind of come to the stasis that he wants with this character. His motives and stuff like that will play out later on in the movie, but I don't feel connected to this character very well. I think it's because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to feel connected to the J2 character, that the J3 character feels almost like an abomination. Kind of like Frankenstein in a lot of ways, because Frankenstein's monster in a lot of ways, because this is very much a Dr. Frankenstein type style story. And you almost feel sad for it because what it is feeling, what it is creating is very potent and very powerful, but it's not necessarily like a character that you can just relate to because you feel like there's something uncomfortable about it, that there's something monstrosity about it, that the ideas and ideologies behind it, when the eventual conclusion to it being built to a full completion, it just feels like a regular character. And I'm not blaming Stacy Martin, it's just there's that kind of feel to it, and that's probably what Rothery was going for. But Stacy Martin is actually quite good as that character, as that AR artificial intelligence, that J3 advanced model, and she really shows it and how she acts and how she almost is learning how things work around the world. She's seeing things, she's listening to records, she's doing running in the snow. It's a really kind of impassionate thing, but you just don't feel real connected with it. So it might be like a story problem, I don't know, but just overall I wasn't as connected to it. But this movie leads to an eventual conclusion, to an eventual, twist and story arc that kind of makes everything kind of complete itself, complete whole. And I think what he did here is a pretty well positioned Black Mirror slash Twilight Zone slash Ex Machina slash Alien style world style story that really does succeed in the end. It has this problem, it's a little bit too long. It could be like an hour and 20, hour and 30 minutes. But I think just overall, I think what he has created, the world he has created, this world is completely beautiful. I think it was filmed in Hungary or something like that. So the landscapes and the vistas, it's snowy, it's rainy, it's secluded, similar to Ex Machina, where it's just like you want to live there because it's so peaceful and quiet. But the George character is able to do his thing that he needs to do in secret. And I really like that. The movie is gorgeous, even with the visual effects flair and the visual effects fidelity. It's really kind of awe-inspiring to watch. When George is running through the snow, it's just like incredible. It really is. And then Stephen Price's score is actually quite good. It really is. It really gives the tone and the feel and the tempo to what you're watching. So yeah, I mean, it's a really interesting story. It's a really effective story when it works. Like I said, there are moments where characters are introduced. Toby Jones shows up in kind of an important role in the later aspects of this movie. There's another character that's kind of thrown in there that almost seems like a mob boss type character, and it doesn't really have any kind of aspects or emotional punch to it. There's not really any development there, but there's like kind of a small moment that's added in there. But for a movie like this, if you're really into like the Ex Machinas or the Primers or Moons and stuff like that, because Rothery worked on Moon, so this is very similar in tone and feel of Moon. I think you'll enjoy this movie. I think it's definitely worth the $6.99 rental fee, because I really enjoyed it for what it's worth. But it has very interesting messages about the human soul, human condition, and human ideologies behind what happens when we lose someone. So yeah, that's my take on Archive. I definitely think it's a pretty good film, really enjoyable. So there you go. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hit the comments below, tell me what you think of this movie, if you do watch it, if you're willing to pay the $6.99 to watch it. Also, hit the like button if you like this video. Awesome. If you dislike it, hey, it is what it is. But also hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium, and notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for checking out Movie Emporium. I really appreciate it. If you want to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button and the bell at the top. Find out what's coming next for Movie Emporium. Also, check out these 2 videos. They're amazing. I think they're awesome. I think you'll enjoy them too. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.